Okay, so student, we are going to start the refraction of light. In this part, we will cover the refraction of light. It is one first phenomenon. Then we will understand the laws of refraction. Then we will understand the refractive index and dispersion of light and other natural phenomenon. Okay, so here we have the can you recall part that we will cover first. So it says, what is mean by the reflection of light? Okay, we will cover what is mean by the reflection of light. So what is reflection of light? We will understand that first. Okay, suppose here we have one reflective surface like mirror. Okay, and suppose one light ray is incident on that surface from this direction. Okay, suppose one light ray is incident on that surface from in this direction. Okay, and when it incident on that particular surface, okay, it reflects back into the same medium. Okay, like this. Okay, it reflects back into the same medium. That phenomenon is called as the reflection of light. So what is reflection? When a beam of light incident on any surface and returns back into the same medium is called as reflection of light. Understood everyone? Medium will be the same.
Yes,
Everyone?
sir.
Okay. Second question says, what are the laws of reflection? So first law of reflection is
Angle I
incident.
equals to angle R.
Yes, incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal, okay, are lie on the same point on the surface. See, they all lie on the surface at the same point. Okay, this is the normal. Normal, which is the perpendicular drawn on the surface or reflective surface, is called as beta the normal. Okay, everyone, keep replying.
Sir.
Okay, and the angle of incident and the angle of reflection. What is angle of incident? The angle which is found between incident ray
Incident and normal.
and normal is called as angle of incident, and we used to represent it by the sign I or the I. And angle of reflection, yes, the angle of reflection is what? The angle which is found between reflected ray and normal is called as angle of reflection. Yes, so angle I and angle I are always same in case of reflection. Okay, so these two are the main, and on incident ray and reflected ray are present in the same side of the reflective surface. So these three laws are for the reflection. Okay, understood everyone? Now in this chapter we will understand about the refraction, not reflection. Okay, so let's start. We have seen that generally light travels in a straight line. Okay, you know the light. What is light? Who is going to answer what is light?
Sir, it's electromagnetic wave.
Okay, what else? Can you make it more descriptive?
It enables sense of vision.
Yes, the kind of energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation, which produces the sensation of vision, okay, is called as the refraction of light. Understood everyone?
Yes.
Yes. And we know light do not require, I'm just writing important point here, light do not require medium for propagation. Means it can travel or it can propagate through vacuum also. there is no medium is available, but it can travel, but can propagate or travel in transparent medium, in transparent medium. In transparent medium. Is it or not? Everyone,
Yes,
keep
sir.
replying. Yes. So because of this, light rays always travel in a straight line. Because of this, if an opaque object lies on its path, the shadow of the object is formed. Okay, means if the non-transparent substance comes in the path of the light, then its shadow is going to form. Okay. We have also seen in previous classes how these shadows changes due to the change in relative position of the source of the light and the object. Okay, suppose we have any source over here, we have the source of light. Somebody is in waiting room, wait a second. Steve. Okay, suppose we have, this is the source of light, and here we have any object. Okay, so if source like light is coming from this direction, so the image, the shadow of that object will form is very long. Okay, but the position of the source or light will change. Okay, like suppose here we have the earth surface, here we have the sun, and here we have any person. Okay, here we have any person. If light rays are coming from this direction, so the image of that object or the person will form till here. Okay, and if the position of the source of light will change or the object will change, then their shadow is going to change its length, size, shape, everything. Is it or not? So the shadow
Yes,
of
sir.
that person depends on the position of the person as well as the source of light. But light can bend under some special circumstances as well, that we are going to understand in this chapter. Okay, light always travel in a straight line path, but when the medium changes, okay, means the particles density if changes, then light rays may bend toward the normal or may move away from the normal. That phenomenon we will going to understand in this chapter, and that phenomenon is called as the refraction of light. Okay, everyone. Okay, so let's start the refraction of
Yes.
light. Yes. Okay, so that activity I'm going to make you understand over here. Suppose we have a glass slab. Suppose this is the glass slab. Okay, and this is the drawing board. This is the drawing board. Okay, and I have drawn one line over here. That line represents the direction of the light. Okay, so light, see, this surrounding is nothing but the air. Surrounding is nothing but the air. Okay, means, and that I have taken that glass slab, which is the glass medium. So as compared to the medium density or like particle density in air and glass, so glass have higher density as compared to air. Is it or not? Everyone, do reply.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So
Yes, sir.
air is the rare medium, rarer, and glass is the denser medium. Can we say
Denser.
that? Yes.
Yes.
Means when light rays travel from air to glass or from glass to air, the density of the medium or the medium is changing. Okay, so suppose light is traveling from air to glass. Okay, so light, after incident on that surface, light is bending toward the normal like this. Okay, light supposed to go in this particular direction, but it will bend toward the normal. Okay, and from here, Okay, and from here light will travel from denser medium to air medium, means rare medium. So when light rays enters from denser to rare medium, is moves away from the normal like this. Okay, so these are the two phenomenon taking place when light rays passes through that glass slab. Means when light rays enter from rare medium to denser medium, light rays bend towards the normal. And when light rays enters from denser medium to rare medium, light rays moves away from the normal. Okay, so these two phenomenon taking place over here, means in both the cases light is changing its direction of propagation. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
That phenomenon is called as refraction of light. That phenomenon is called as refraction of light. So now we are going to understand what is refraction. We will understand the definition now. Okay, so when light changes its direction when going from one transparent medium to another transparent medium, okay, this phenomenon is called as the refraction of light. Is called as refraction of light. So I'm again going to provide you one more definition over here. Okay, so I'm writing one definition here. Okay, so when light rays, when light ray travel from one transparent medium, one transparent medium to other transparent medium, other transparent medium, it changes. It means what? The light. It changes its original path. Its original path. Okay, that phenomenon is called as refraction of light. Okay, that phenomenon is called as beta the refraction of light. Understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I want you to take a screenshot for that. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so any doubt till here, beta? I hope no.
No, sir.
Okay. See, the part we have discussed is given over here. Okay, so here we have the air medium. This is the glass medium. Again, here we have outside the glass, we have air medium. So air is what? It's the rarer. Glass is the denser. And again, we have the rare medium. Okay, so and this is the incident ray. This is the incident ray. Okay, and when it enters from rare medium to denser medium, see it bending towards the normal. Light ray must go would go from this particular direction, but it is not going from that direction. It is changing its original path. So the dotted line shows the original path of the light. Okay, but that bends toward the normal, so light will travel from this particular direction. Okay, and from here the second point. Okay, here light rays enter from glass medium to air, means from denser to rare, so it is moving away from the normal. Okay, see, suppose if light would go from the same path, so it will go from here only, but it is not going through that path. It is moving away from the normal. Okay, so this phenomenon for changing the direction of propagation of light when the medium is changes is called as the refraction of light. Yes. Understood, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So take a screenshot for that diagram also. Okay. Everyone done?
Done, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will understand the laws of refraction of light. Okay. So here we have the use your brain power part. Wait a second. We'll discuss that. So who is going to answer that? First question we have, will light travel through the glass slab with the same velocity as travel in air? No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, because when density of the transparent medium changes, velocity will also change. Yes. So no. It is
Sir,
a false.
second answer is also no, sir.
Okay, let's see. Will the velocity of light be same in all medium? No. So
No.
it is yes. So it is no. It is different in different medium. Okay, good. You have used your brain power in a right way. Good, good, good. Now we'll discuss the laws of refraction of light. Okay. So let us see the light ray entering a glass slab from air as shown in the figure. Here AN shows the incident ray. Okay, this AN shows the incident ray. So I am just going to draw that arrow so that we will understand that this is the incident ray. Okay, and NB is the refracted ray. Okay, and that NB is the refracted ray. Okay. So number one, the first law, incident ray, refracted ray at the same and the normal. Again, normal is not mentioned here, but again the normal, okay, are at the same where incident ray and refracted ray at the point of the incidence, okay, and from where we have to draw the normal are on the opposite side. Okay, so incident ray and refracted ray are present on the opposite side of the normal. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is the first law. Opposite side of the normal to the surface of the slab at that particular point. That is CD. What is CD? Here we have the C and D is the normal. Okay. So normal, incident ray and reflected ray lie on the same point, but incident ray and reflected ray, they are present on opposite side and in opposite medium of the normal and the surface. Okay. Now, second law. Have you understood the first law?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For the given pair of medium, okay, here are the glass and the air. In this case, we have taken air and the glass. Okay, the ratio of sin I to sin R at a is constant always. Okay, here I is the angle of incident and R is the angle of refraction. Okay, so sin I divided by sin R. Okay, their ratio is always constant.
Sir, why are they mentioning sin I and sin R, sir?
Okay, if you will draw the triangle, see, what is the ratio for the sine? Opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Is it or not? This ratio
Yes.
is for sine theta. Okay, so when you will draw the triangle, you will see opposite side and hypotenuse is working there. That's why we are mentioning that sine. I is nothing but the angle. Okay.
Sir, is it relating to this topic, sir?
Yes.
This sin A and sin R are Snell's law, right?
Beta?
Snell's law, right? When you
Yes.
use base sin R.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So just take a screenshot for that part also. Done, beta?
Sir, this second law I did not understand, sir.
Okay, okay. Suppose Wait a little, let me erase that part. Okay. Suppose here we have the air. You know, it is air. And here we have the glass. Okay. So for air and glass, okay, the
Yes.
ratio of angle of incident and angle of refraction will be the constant. You can
Okay.
take, yes, their ratio is constant. Suppose if you are taking 45 degree is angle of incident, so the angle of reflection will be whatever it may be. Okay, if you will check their ratio, okay, and you will take another normal here, and you change the, you can change the
Incident.
angle of incident,
Um,
and you will get that angle of reflection. If you will solve that, you will get the same ratio. So you can take any point, any angle, their ratio will be the constant. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So now we will discuss the refractive index. So refractive index is nothing but the ratio of angle of incident or measure of angle of incident to the measure of angle of refraction. Okay, their ratio is called as beta the refractive index. Okay, so it can be again calculated by using the refractive index, and which is depend on the velocity of light in that particular medium. Okay, everyone keep replying.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So the change in the direction of light ray while entering from one medium or one transparent medium to other, okay, it is related to the refractive index of that medium. Okay, so the value of the refractive index is different for different medium or different pair of medium. Generally, in order to like compare the refractive index, we are just taking the pair of medium always. Okay, and also the light of the different color, okay, like different color light that bends with the different angle. So again, their velocity is different in different medium. Okay, so we are taking when there is a pair of medium or different light travel, like different color of light travel while changing the medium. Okay, that's why we are taking that refractive index. The refractive indices of some substances will with respect to the vacuum are given in the table. I'll show you that. Okay, that refractive index of that medium with respect to vacuum is called as absolute refractive index. Okay, that means suppose when light ray entering from vacuum, suppose this is the atmospheric air and here we have the vacuum. Okay, so when light rays travel from vacuum to air or any medium, that vacuum is no medium, and this medium is maybe glass, maybe water, maybe air, whatever it may be, that must be the transparent one. Okay, so the refractive index of any medium with respect to vacuum is called as the absolute refractive index. Understood what is absolute refractive index? It is the refractive index of any medium with respect to vacuum is called as absolute refractive index. Everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So the refractive index depend on the velocity of light in the medium, that particular medium. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So its formula is, it is sin I divided by sin R, and which is always constant. Okay. Here n is called as the refractive index. Generally, it was representing in last year by the sign like this. Like this. It is also called as eta. Okay. It is, we used to represent by one medium to other. Or suppose here we are taking air to glass like this, or glass to air like this. Okay, but it is converted into the small n now. Okay, okay, okay. In the second medium, first medium to second, with respect to the first medium, this second law, you know, that which is mentioned in the Snell's law. Okay, a ray incident along the normal I is generally 0. Okay, when suppose this is the light surface and this is the normal, and light rays when entering through the normal itself, okay, means perpendicular to the surface, it is not changing its original path. It is not changing its original path. That time we are taking angle of incident, okay, will be the 0, because the angle formed between the incident ray and normal will be 0. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So when light rays entering in one medium to another medium perpendicular to the surface, then it is not going to change its original path. Okay. So no refraction will take place. When it is a condition when the angle of incident will be 0, means the light ray will enter from one medium to other by the perpendicular to their surface, 90 degree. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so take a screenshot for that also. This is the 5th screenshot for today.
Done, sir.
Done? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Sir?
yes, this is the table which show the absolute refractive index for the different medium. Okay, like here we have air, ice, water, alcohol, kerosene, the fused quartz, then turpentine oil, benzene, crown glass, rock salt, then carbon sulfide, we have dense flint glass, then we have ruby, sapphire, and diamond. These are the absolute refractive index with the different medium, and we have compared with the vacuum. Okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so take a screenshot. This is very important.
Sir,
Yes,
are you
sir.
not checking the chat box?
See, I have full screen. Wait a second. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about how to calculate absolute or not absolute refractive index of one medium to other. So we have the formula for that. Okay, so this is the formula. It is really very important. You have to remember the refractive index from one medium to other. Okay, this is the formula for that, beta. Okay, what is it? It is a refractive index of, see, it is second medium with respect to first. Okay, so velocity of light in first medium divided by velocity of light in second medium. We can calculate by this also. Okay, by using the velocities. If suppose velocities will given to you, so you have to just divide their velocities, you will get their refractive index from one medium to other. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here we have some important point to discuss. So when light rays enter from rare medium to denser medium, light rays bend toward the normal. Okay, that light rays bends towards the normal. When light rays enter from rare to denser medium, then the second point, when light rays entering from denser medium to rare medium, okay, it moves away from the normal. Light moves away from the normal. Okay, and when light rays entering perpendicular to the surface from one medium to other, it does not get refract. Okay, do not change original path. Shadab, you there, beta? Okay, everyone just take a screenshot. These are the 3 important points for refraction we had to understand and we had to remember always. Take a screenshot for that.
Done.
Okay. Okay, so we have completed the refraction of light. Now we will discuss like important phenomenon like twinkling of star we have, mirage we have, then the apparent position of star. Okay, then we will understand the dispersion of light. Then we have the dispersion of light through prism. Then on that we will going to understand the partial and total internal reflection. Then we have the formation of rainbow. Okay, so these are the important phenomenon we will discuss in next class, and along with we will discuss numericals also. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so I want you have to take a screenshot for this exercise. So you had to complete that first one. Prove the following statement. Not that. Make the correct answer in the following questions. That third question you have to cover. That's all. Okay, so take a screenshot for that exercise. You have to like perform at your home. This is a homework. Take a screenshot, beta. This is the homework for today. Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Done, sir.
So we'll do quizzes now.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes.